Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stun back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, diving into the 10-star KIZUNA clash with a Robin and Chopper friend captain and some higher damage teams to help you guys get some of the bigger clears done over in the 10-star event. Now, this is a regular 10-star KIZUNA. You want to be doing your assists as much as possible, but just be mindful that whilst there will be lots of assists up for you guys to do, or there should be, you won't really need to do too many high levels. Now, these teams are prioritizing using the Robin and Chopper as a friend captain, so that way you can get more tickets for either your assists or your regular runs. And the reason we want to get those particular tickets is because we want to be able to get the skulls for KUZAN and for Vegapunk without actually utilizing any of our potions. Now, if you need to use potions, as I keep rambling on, like use one or two here or there. Try not to use too many, but remember you can pick some up from the exchange shop if you are more of an end game player. If you're more of an end game player, you don't really need like anything in this shop like myself. And you can pretty much just pick up these particular potions, and that's going to help you guarantee get the actual skull. So today we are utilizing some bigger damage teams with some more high-end characters, some higher-end supports, I guess, and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. I've already put out 2 videos, one utilizing no new units at all and no new friend captain, and then basically a parallel to that video where we just run a Robin and Chopper as a friend captain. So running Robin Chopper as our captain here just means that we can just bring some extra firepower and not have to worry about that synergy of having the no new unit as a friend captain compared to actually having them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. With that said, let's dive in. Alright, so we can start off with a quick variation. The team looks a little bit like this. We are rocking Sabo as our captain. We have Yamato on the team instead of using Yamato as a captain as we did before. And then we have the Robin and Chopper as a friend. That's the team. Those are the supports. So let's dive on in. Now, these teams are all cleared to beat level 30. I don't really see them struggling past level 30. Obviously, the damage is eventually going to cap out. We don't have, like, the craziest of super tandems available to us and all that sort of stuff, but we do have some particular abilities like Sabo's super tandem, as well as Law's final tap, and then the rush of Yamato is available to us as well. So we should have some pretty good damage numbers. I don't imagine we'll struggle too much. Now, if you start as Robin, you actually get a chain multiplicative buff. If you start as Chopper, you get a base attack boost. So, potato, whichever way you go. Obviously, if you have your own Robin and Chopper, you just want to start as opposite, so that way you can actually get both of these abilities available to you. But now that we're running with a friend captain, doesn't matter too much. On turn 2, we're going to super swap with the Robin and Chopper unit. Use their special. That way you get the 3-turn base stats. You extend that chain multiplicative buff, and you carry it into the final stage, allowing you guys to just have more damage for the final stage, and just take care of turn 2 very nicely. On the final stage against KUZAN, he puts up a bomb orb barrier, gives us 7 turns of attack down, which obviously the Robin and Chopper friend captain takes care of. He puts up, is it 7 turns of threshold? It might go up to 8 turns of threshold. Can't really remember. I feel like it stays at 7. Pretty sure it stays at 7. And then, like I said, he has that barrier, which does go up to 3 turns, by the way. So here's a 3-turn barrier, which is a little bit pesky. Now, to get around the barrier, we have the Robin and Koala unit. We are using Hack as well. Hack on this team can also remove barriers, which is pretty nice. But the main reason we have Hack here is because he can actually remove 5 turns of threshold. And then with the super swap of Robin and Koala, we can remove another 3 turns. We have the support of Mr. 1 for a bit of a chain boost. You can use the Sengoku support on Law, or you can use the Ace support on Sabo. Like, any of those supports will work absolutely fine. Sabo's EX is going to give us a full body tandem orbs, increase that base attack boost that Robin and Chopper is giving us. We have the damage reduction conversion buff thanks to Yamato, and the 90% damage reduction that Hack can give us. And then Law is going to give us an attack boost and increased damage taken. Because we have a lot of HP here, there is a 250,000 death hit. So just be mindful of that when you are doing your rush taps. You are going to want to make sure that you keep enough HP to tank the shot. But we have a 90% HP damage reduction. So that way we should only take, what, 25k? And then like even less with like damage reduction sockets. Finally, we have Sabo. He's giving us a class conditional buff as well as a territory. We have the Yamato rush. We have the Sabo super tandem, and then we have the Law final tap. So works out pretty nicely. Now we do get a 75% HP cut when we move into this particular stage after level 30. So just be mindful of that. The HP threshold will look a little bit different, but like I said, after level 30, you will have a lot less HP, which might hinder the Law final tap. But up until that point, you'll definitely be able to clear. You also get 1.65 times points with this team, or 1.65 times ticket boost, which will clock you guys out starting about 17 tickets per run. Obviously, if you do this for your assist as well, that's going to help out as well. Moving on to the next variation now, we have the Dex fight. Dex fight was a little bit different. We had to tweak it just a little bit. when I was doing my prep video, and it actually works perfectly. There was no real issues whatsoever. Robin and Chopper actually have barrier pen as well, so that's something to note. And then with the swap of Law and Luffy, you can bypass barriers for turn 2. My big concern with this team was that when you swap into Luffy, you're no longer a cerebral character, so that might affect the final tap of Atlas, but as long as you turn into Law at any point, you are going to have that cerebral tag, and the reason we want Luffy and Law is because we need a Luffy character for both Yamato as well as what's his name? Sabo. So it's the big reason we want that. Just like the previous variation, we're going to super swap with Robin and Chopper. It's going to extend the base attack, and then we can use their special. That's going to give us 3 turns of chain multiplicative buff, and give us the 10 turns of auto heal. Their super class is going to increase the base attack boost. It allows us to double increase it. So that way when we use the Sabo EX, it's going to increase it tenfold. We're going to swap with Luffy. Luffy's a fighter, so we actually get boosted under both of our captains. Atlas and Robin Chopper both boost fighter characters. Then we get a attack boost with Luffy and Law with their swap. And as you can see, it's a pretty easy kill there. I did save Robin and Chopper for the final attack, so you will have more damage there with that final attack with the full barrier pen. If you don't have barrier pen maxed out, obviously just tap with Luffy last, and that's going to work out fine. On the final stages against Kuzan, he has a barrier once again. He gives you a full board of block slots. He also puts up an attack down for 5 turns if you use any type orb, tandem, or Wano slot, which is very, very annoying. He has damage reduction, which is a little bit pesky, and he also puts up threshold later as well. So we have the Vivi support for 2 turns of threshold. We have the Nami support for 1 turn of threshold, and then Robin and Jinbei is just basically going to take care of 6 turns of damage reduction and threshold. Sanji Pudding's another really good option here, but obviously we want the Robin for the Sabo EX. I actually stuff up my ordering here. You don't want to use the Sabo EX first. You want to save the Sabo EX for last, so that way you have a full board of tandem orbs, and you get access to his super tandem ability. But like I said, I totally stuffed that up. You want to use the Luffy and Law special first, so that way you get the orb buff. Robin and Jinbei can remove the damage reduction and threshold. Then we can use the Atlas special to override the orb buff, reducing it down to a 1.5 times multiplier. Then you can use the Atlas superclass to give yourself another orb buff, which she's going to stack. She's also the attack booster for this team as well. Once you've done that, then you can use Sabo. He's going to give you the territory. He's going to give you the class conditional buff. He has Ace on there for a bit of a chain boost, and then finishing it off with Yamato. She's going to give us a heal with her EX, increase the superclass buff, and then remove the attack down below a certain chain, whilst giving us that damage reduction conversion buff, which works very, very nicely. Ideally, then you use the Sabo EX, have a full board of tandem orbs, you remove that attack down below a certain chain, or sorry, not only attack down below a certain chain, but you remove the attack down with certain orbs thanks to Atlas, so you actually can activate the super tandem ability, have the rush, I believe you have the rush, you have the rush, super tandem, no final tap actually. No, yeah, Atlas has a final tap, so you can just final tap with Atlas and you should be off to the races there. But that's going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please most enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!